सारे लोगों
All right, getting in live visuals, as you can see, Congress's Ashok Gehlot accompanying Tejashwi Yadav over there of the RJD, who is now the face of the India bloc, the Mahagathbandhan in Bihar. This, as the Mahagathbandhan is now addressing its first press conference. Of course, it is the first joint press conference, but the moot question being that even though this is a joint press conference, why is there only one face on the poster, that of Tejashwi Yadav? That's a question that is also being raised by the NDA camp, but much rests upon this press conference. It comes at a very critical time, given that questions are being raised about the unity within the Mahagathbandhan. Let's quickly go across to Pallavi Ghosh, who's currently stationed over there with us, joining us live on the broadcast. Pallavi, take us through who all are present on the stage. We can see there is Pawan Khera, there's Tejashwi Yadav, and of course Ashok Gehlot there as well.
Yeah, that's right. Akansha, just before we quickly cut across to the press conference, I'm just going to take you to the hall where the press conference is just about to begin. Present there, of course, was Ashok Gehlot. He's one of the observers, and he's the one who really has been doing the negotiations for the last 24 to 48 hours. He was brought in yesterday, dashed down to Patna to speak to Lalu Prasad Yadav and salvage the Mahagathbandhan. Next to him, of course, is Tejashwi Yadav, who is the face. His face is there on the posters. I saw Mukesh Sahani, the chief of the VIP. There's Pawan Khera, of course, the media in charge, and apart from that you also had Dipankar, who is the VIP, who's from the CPI. So you can see the packed press conference which is happening over here, and the press conference just begins.
Absolutely. Let me quickly, in fact, also bring our viewers up to speed with what's happening. It's a big day in Bihar as the opposition's Mahagathbandhan camp is now addressing that press conference. Remember, it was yesterday when the India bloc arrived upon Tejashwi Yadav. They came upon that understanding that Tejashwi will be the face of the chief ministerial face as far as the India alliance is concerned in Bihar. But the NDA camp has already started taking pot shots when they are now asking if this is about the Mahagathbandhan. Why is there only one face on the poster, even though it is going to be a joint press conference? Tejashwi, of course, has downplayed any notion of an alliance friction. They are maintaining that there is no controversy or confusion within the India bloc. Let me quickly bring in Aman also, who continues to stay with us from the newsroom. So, Aman, put this into perspective in terms of how much will rest upon this press conference. The moot question, of course, being that yesterday's meeting, will this also translate into the press conference? Will there be this big announcement of Tejashwi as the chief ministerial face, and will they be able to pacify Mukesh Sahani of the VIP as well?
Interesting pictures there, Akanksha. We can see Tejashwi Yadav is at the complete center of the press conference. You know, he, I think, is going to be addressing it also. He's sitting right in the alongside Dipankar Bhattacharya and Ashok Gehlot are on his side. So the Congress and the left are both sitting alongside him. Yes, there's no Rahul Gandhi, but Ashok Gehlot, a veteran of the Congress, multiple-time chief minister, also a troubleshooter for the party, has been there since yesterday, trying to convince everybody. And I think a very important press conference, because also this will send a message to the RJD and the Congress cadre on the ground. You know, there's, as Pallavi has been reporting the last 2 days, there are also certain confusion on the ground between the cadre, because in an alliance it's very important that the cadre works together on a seat where there is an RJD candidate and not a Congress candidate. The Congress cadre needs to work for the RJD on that particular seat, you know, to be able to consolidate the votes. So I think this press conference is also meant as a big message to the cadre that the Mahagathbandhan is very much joint. There have been turbulence, but now there's a truce. Everything has been resolved. So let's see what the Tejashwi Yadav says.
So Ahmad, you also have been highlighting how the Congress party has already eaten the humble pie. They have reduced their share this time around compared to the last assembly elections. But having said that, should we now expect further changes today, with adjustments expected just ahead of the polls as well?
Well, yes, today is the last day of the withdrawal of candidates for the second phase. So whatever friendly fights so far we have seen within the Mahagathbandhan, about 9 to 10 seats are said to be candidates of the Mahagathbandhan.
And 6 of them being between RJD and Congress so far.
Yes, absolutely. That, and you know, somebody will have to withdraw to ensure that friendly fights don't happen. Yesterday we had Ashok Gehlot's bite after meeting Lalu Prasad, Rabri Devi and Tejashwi Yadav, when he said that, you know, the friendly fights will only be on a handful of seats. So how much is a handful? Is it 6? Is it 2? Is it 3? Maybe with this press conference will now set the record straight.
All right. And then, of course, going by the optics of this, is this truly going to merit as a show of strength, given that Rahul Gandhi is still not there on the stage alongside Tejashwi Yadav?
Well, optics, yes, Akanksha, but I think, as I said, Ashok Gehlot is a senior Congress veteran. I think him going there and sitting along with Tejashwi Yadav, I think that is the message of the Congress. Congress, anyways, is a junior partner in this alliance. And, because Congress is contesting only 61 seats out of the 243, just about, 1/4 of the seats, and the lion's share is with the RJD at 143.
So, Aman, before Pallavi gets occupied with the press conference, let me quickly take one question from Pallavi as well. Pallavi, in just some minutes from now, we'll have greater clarity, but the presence of Pawan Kheda, the presence of Ashok Gehlot, is this now going to make up for Rahul Gandhi's absence? Because you said that Ashok Gehlot has also been at the front line of making those negotiations.
To make up for the absence of Rahul Gandhi, because Rahul Gandhi is also the face of the Congress party over here. But I think in his absence, there is a messaging which is coming in from the Congress party, which is what they want to concede the space to Tejashwi Yadav, and they want to make it all about Tejashwi Yadav now. I think this is a kind of oiled plan which must have come to a conclusion yesterday. What I'm certainly picking up is from the meeting which took place at the room of Ashok Gehlot above today, they were basically discussing the road ahead.